Good evening, race fans. Welcome to the Dirt Racing Network's live coverage of the Dirt Slingers Monday Night Thunder 360 Wing Sprint Car Series, round number 3. The dirt track at Charlotte, the scene of the crime. Be sure you say hi in the chat. We are getting everything into the final stages so we can go live here with the screen. I've had a couple of very small issues that I am trying to work through. But there we go. She is live. She is ready to go. Going to be a great show for you tonight. 26 drivers, I believe it is, checked in for the show tonight. Going to get cars on track here in just a minute or two. Drivers just finishing up the practice session. Drivers meeting in progress right now. Make sure you say hi in the chat. I don't care where you're watching from. Let us know if you got a favorite driver. Make sure that you shout out their name. We'll let them know you're watching. 22 cars going to make it into tonight's feature, so just a handful of guys are not going to transfer through. Jeff Stewart, quickest in the practice session, 13.01 seconds. And Zach Dykstra, 13.03. Brandon Voiles, 13.05. So the top three very, very tight. Cody Olson and Roger Wagner are right in behind that. .31 car will not be racing this evening. Can't race when he makes his way to the booth to join Dominic. We're hoping Dominic gets logged in so that he can help out. Hello to Kirk Bowman from Texas. It looks like race time on the track. So we will get down here. Get a look at tonight's starting lineup for heat race number 1. On the pole, the Mirror Man. He drives the 36 car. That's the Ultimate Dirt TV Black Diamond Motorsports sponsored machine of Nathan Davis. And on his outside, in the Scott King Designs, number 18, Austin Semmelman. Scheduled to be in row 2, but in the booth now, the Raw Power Motorsports number 31 of Roger Wagner. He will not be there. On his outside, another BDM driver. He drives a 23 car. That's Alex Straczynski. Your third row on the inside. He is out of St. Louis, Missouri. He drives a 73. His name's Larry Moody. And sitting to his right, School of Sim Racing number 77 of Ryan Washik. 64, Timothy Alton on the inside of that third row next to the 72 is quickest in practice. He's going to start fourth row outside for his heat. 72 machine of Jeff Stewart. And on the back, second quick in the practice session. He drives the 18 car. That's the Banaka machine of Zach Dykstra. So 8 drivers. Top 4 will transfer through. Straight to our main. The top 2 will go into tonight's pole dash. Good look at the cars are rolling around here. Nathan Davis on the pole. Always quick. So I expect Davis to stay out in front of this heat. Track looks like it's just getting to about perfect racing right here. One more time around. The field is squared away. They will get the green flag. Coming out of turn number 4. Davis and Semmelman off the front row, ready to go. I know Tim's got some guys over at the Hillbilly High Banks watching. Big shout out to them. Got to talk to my man Tim earlier today. All right, just waiting on Davis to find the loud pedal. He does just that. We're underway. Davis and Semmelman go 1-2. Moody slides right up to third. They come through 3 and 4. Alex Straczynski now going to the high side, trying to take a podium finish in the heat race away from Larry Moody here. Only the top 2 are going to the dash. The top 4 are automatically into the feature, and right now it's a battle between 3rd and 4th. Those 2 drivers both in. Just got to keep the cars clean till they get to the end. Straczynski would like to start a little closer to the front, and so would Moody. And they're going to go at it pretty hard. That's a great battle. Side by side contact there. Big contact. That's a caution. That is going to take out about half of this field. And we know, we were watching it when it happened live. We are pretty sure we already know what happened right there. 73 of Moody gets Straczynski right alongside. They go in between wheels, touch those Nerf bars. And that is going to start a chain reaction incident that is not good for anybody's machinery. So we're going to have 4 drivers to finish this one up. So everybody else to the maybe 5. It looks like possibly Jeff Stewart, who might have had a tiny piece of that but was able to get away. Let's get down here close, see if we can get a look, see if he's got any real damage. It doesn't look bad. Front wing bent a little bit. The push bar on the front is bent just a little bit. He may have a toe out issue. It may not be too bad. Having any luck now?
No.
Send him a help ticket. See what's up. So our first caution of the night claims 3 drivers, Alton, Straczynski, and Moody. Lights go out on the pace track. We're going to get right back to it. Davis, Semmelman, Dykstra, Washek, Stewart to finish up heat number 1. Those 3 cars in the infield will end up being in the B main tonight. Davis ready to get us going again. Hello, Patricia from New Jersey. Thanks for tuning in. Restart. 6 to go. Davis got Semmelman right in there. And Davis is probably going to have to protect that low entry right there every single set of corners, because Semmelman never afraid to put the slider on somebody. If he gets a little bit of a run, he is going to go for it right now. Davis starting to stretch away. Picked up a car length in the last lap. He'll come out of 4 to go. Still, Semmelman, Dykstra, Washek, and Stewart right behind. Stewart is off the pace, so I think that car does have some damage. He's fallen about a half a straightaway behind this group of 4. That time, Semmelman had a problem. He got off 2 pretty slow, lost some ground, but he makes it up through 1 and 2 this time. Closing in with 2 to go, and Semmelman showed him the nose. Goes back to the top side, right up against the wall. Setting it up to find out where he closes in. White flag in the air this time. He's going to be in the dash no matter what. He goes to the low side. I don't think that's going to work out. Too much momentum coming out of the middle, and the top right now off 2. And Davis looks like he is going to hang on and pick up the win. Semmelman, Dykstra, Washek, and Stewart. So, heat 2, gridding out on the front stretch for us. Well, let's go down and take a look. It's going to be the Black Diamond Motorsports number 10 of Ryan Scheidt on pole. Next to him, his teammate in the 90, Trevor Royer, 3 or 4-time champion of this series. Former champion and Sprints for Freedom champion. That's coming up in a couple of weeks here. He drives a 28. Zach Rounds on the inside of row number 2. And next to him, the Dirt Co Media House number 6 of Cody Olson. JP Scheider starts the 5 car on the inside of the 3rd row. Next to the 922 of Brandon Voiles. And then it'll be Elaine Snook on the inside of that 4th row in the 33. Next to Casey Miller in the 5. And I can't call him Karen anymore, Nick Cohan. Dizzy Motorsports driver in the 21 is going to start shotgun on this one. He'll start 9th. So a couple of BDM drivers starting on the front row of this one. We had BDM start on the pole. The last one, maybe their draw luck starting to turn around over there at Black Diamond Motorsports as they have garnered the front row. These guys do not qualify. They get random draws for their heat races, and it's very challenging considering they're on a fixed setup. Everybody's exactly equal. It all comes down to driving ability. You got to find the right spot on the track at the right time if you're going to make passes. The Joker. Who's the Joker? And he loves tomatoes. I don't know who that is, and I don't know why I said that, but I hope that's not offensive to someone. It's old hillbilly himself putting me up to some shenanigans, I'm sure. Green flag in the air. Heat race number 2 underway. And Ryan Scheidt jumps out in front of the field. He'll have his teammate Trevor Royer in tow. Zach Rounds. Oh, and Cody Olson making contact, and that not going to end well. We know Olson was right in the middle of this. Hate to see that for Olson, but he's the 6th car on the top. Went 3 wide right there. Voiles was right in the middle in the 22. And then it'll slide up, and he caught that right rear with his left front. And Mr. Olson going to have to work himself through the soup tonight and come out of that B main and try to get there. So on lap 1, Rounds and Olson making some contact there, and it ends up with Olson in the pits. Cohan and Schneider are also involved, all 3 of those cars. So 2 heat races and 2 3-car incidents. Hopefully things will clean up before we get to tonight's 30-lap AMA. So a lot of laps left in this one. We'll get the guys single file. The order looks right. Looks like Zach Rounds moved to the back. Lights off on the pace truck. He ducks to the infield. We're going back to green. 7 laps remaining. Heat number 2. This one down to 6 cars. Green flag back in the air. Get an eye on Rounds back at the back one to see if that car had much damage. He took a pretty good shot in the backside of that right rear tire. I don't think it did a whole lot to that machine. It looks like Casey Miller having a little bit of a struggle getting off of turn number 4. Used to seeing Miller running close to the front. Guys that watch us on Tuesday nights, the PRO series, Casey Miller, the 3-time defending series champion there. Coming over here to see what the grass looks like over at DSRL, and he's finding it not quite so green. But Casey's a heck of a driver. He'll overcome whatever the obstacle is and get himself close to the front. Sure, he'll be in the feature tonight. We are down to 5 to go. Scheidt, Royer, Voiles, the top 3. Snook, Lane Snook, the 33 car, sitting there in the final direct transfer spot. He is closing in on Voiles, just trying to find a place to make a move. Getting good runs on the exits of the corners, but Voiles has enough through the middle to stretch out, and it's not allowing for Snook to attempt a slide job at all. Now they swap lanes. And here comes Miller closing back in. 2 to go this time for your 2 leaders, Scheidt and Royer. And Ryan Scheidt for a while has had some bad luck in the series, always getting caught up in something. Tonight starts up front, and right now he's going to get to the white flag first in heat number 2. Got his teammate tucked in right behind him. I doubt that there's any kind of shenanigans at all here. I don't think anybody's going to do anything. They aren't going to jeopardize a 1-2 and put 3 BDM drivers in the pole dash here in a little bit, and they do not. And so Ryan Scheidt, Trevor Royer to the pole dash and the A main. They take Brandon Voiles and Lane Snook with them. All right, third and final heat race. get down here. Once again, Black Diamond Motorsports pulling the one pill for every heat race this evening. Old Whiskers, Ernie Williams in the 91 machine, going to start on the pole. Next to him, Buddy Ware. That's the Kansas City Chiefs machine out there. Row 2 on the inside, Dakota Kuhn. The 95 on his outside. In the Boyd Power Sports, number 21, that's Garrett Boyd. Your third row inside, multi-time winner and multi-time champion of the series, Black Diamond Motorsports driver, the 1X of Mason Hannigan. And on the outside of him, Nathan Krapicheski making his return to the series in the 420. Brett Strickler will start the 38 car on the inside of row number 7, coming to us from Pennsylvania. Real live driver, does pretty well too. I get to watch his stuff on Facebook, see what his results are, and he is he brings home the checkered flag or the steering wheel a lot of times, but a lot of times that's not even his fault. And starting on his outside, he drives the 35 car. One of the announcers here for Dirt Racing Network tonight on the track in the 360 Sprint car, Zach Krieger. So 8 cars in this one. That means we had 26 registered drivers tonight. Lake of the Ozarks, Missouri. I have family down there pretty close to you guys visiting this week. My son-in-law and my daughter on their honeymoon down there.
Green, green, green.
Green flag in the air. Heat number 3 underway. Going to look right back here. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. All in a wad. Meanwhile, Whiskers at the front, but his teammate trying to put a little pressure on him early as he started about 6th and he went straight to the front. He is now 2nd. Mason Hannigan up there. Dakota Kuhn in 3rd. Buddy Ware sitting in the 4th spot. Garrett Boyd 5th. Got shown the nose by Strickler right there, getting through 1 and 2. Trying to keep it in the middle. Work around his teammate, Buddy Ware, right there in the 17. Does so on that contact. Woo! Ware with a good bit of driving right there. Got a little bump in the back from Strickler. Strickler got a great exit speed. Ware was able to hang on. We stay under the green flag, and now battle at the front. Williams and Hannigan starting to go at it. Ernie Williams with a little blink right there. Mason Hannigan now works the inside slider coming. Williams going to cross him back over, but new leader. 5 to go. Mason Hannigan took it. These two not done sliding each other just yet, I don't think. As Williams going to work that middle, stay close. He'll try to take it back in 1 and 2, I'm sure. Does not, elects to stay up there. Maybe going to try to keep himself into that pole dash. They'd have 5 BDM drivers in the pole dash if they can pull that off. Dakota Kuhn, Brett Strickler. 3 and 4. Strickler got around Boyd in 1 and 2 the last time by. Now starting to put a little distance between himself and the 21 machine. So that's your final direct transfer spot. 2 to go this time for Hannigan and Williams. Williams went for the slider again in 1 and 2. He's alongside. He may have a shot if he can pull the crossover right here. Not this time. White flag in the air. Going to push his teammate through 1 and 2. Going to cut to the bottom at some point, I'm sure. Not this time. Hannigan goes there, and he's going to hang on and win the 3rd and final heat race. Williams 2nd, then Kuhn and Boyd. So, zipping right through it. 14 cars scheduled. 10 are going to make the transfer. There will be 13 cars on the track, so only 3 drivers. Going to have to go home at the end of this one. Let's take a look at starting lineup for tonight's B main. Jeff Stewart and Casey Miller on the front row. Zach Krieger and Alex Jasinski in row number 2. Zach Rounds and Brett Strickler the 3rd row. Tim Alton, Nick Cohan, row number 4. Nathan Krapicheski and Larry Moody in the 5th row. And then J.P. Scheider and Buddy Ware in row number 6. And your final row may not be out there because I do not see the 6 of Olsen, nor do I see the 31 of Wagner because he's in the booth. So, 12 drivers racing for 10 spots. That'll get interesting quick. They're going to wait. Looks like we're missing one more. Well, maybe not. Somebody else didn't make the call. So Nick Cohan does not make the call. Don't know what he was doing. All right, going to go green next time. It looks like 11 cars. So, no Cody Olsen, no Nick Cohan. So 10 cars going to make it through. Only one of these drivers not going to transfer. The other 3 already eliminated, basically. Okay. Green this time out of turn number 4.
Green,
Stewart
green, green.
on the throttle, good to go. He'll grab the lead. Zach Krieger going to slide into second, but here comes Casey Miller off the top side. Miller around the top of 3 and 4. He moves to second. Krieger with a wiggle. That may let Shazinski get in there. Now Miller finds the fence in 1 and 2. Everybody going right back by that was already in front of him. Miller trying to hang on to second. Now Shazinski alongside Krieger. Krieger goes from the middle to the top. Shuts the door on Strickler. Now Strickler uses the middle lane, gets around Krieger. Krieger's going to come back through. He's going to run the slider line. Good job getting to the exit, but Strickler's going to go right back around. Short slides him in the middle of 1 and 2. Everything balling up right here at about 5th place. Top 3 getting at it is Casey Miller now. Makes a run at your leader, Jeff Stewart. Slider in 1 and 2, brings it up the hill. He's got it now, but Straczynski got a great run out of 2. He goes to the bottom of 3 and 4, brings it up the hill. Little tiny bit of contact, but Straczynski led the lap now. Miller trying to run the cut down line in 1 and 2. He'll take it back to the front in 3 and 4, slides up the hill. Didn't have enough momentum, does not lead the lap. Straczynski goes right back by. Meanwhile, Stewart hanging on, and here comes Strickler. Now Krapacheski right behind, right beside, 3 wide on the bottom. A lot of action going on out here. Hard to keep up with, but these guys are really getting at it back here for 3rd. Strickler trying to run the cut down, had to check up as Krapacheski didn't take it all the way to the fence. Fantastic battle right here between these 2 drivers. The 38 is Strickler, the 420 of Krapacheski. Could be almost 4 wide that time. They were 2 wide, 2 deep. There goes Scheiderer through the middle. He threads the needle, goes 2 for 1. He's up to 4th. Looks like that one ended right there. Everybody but. Now let's go back and look, because our B main. Everybody but Larry Moody transfer. So Moody, the only car that did not transfer out of the running cars. Cohan, Wagner, and Olsen were already out, as they did not take to the track. So now it's pole dash time. 6 drivers. Hannigan, Scheidt, Davis, Simmelman, and Royer. All going to get out here and do battle. What they're doing is they're racing 6 laps. And this will make up the front 3 rows for tonight's 30-lap A main. Mason Hannigan, Ryan Scheidt will be the front row. Then Nathan Davis and Austin Semmelman in row number 2. Trevor Royer and Ernie Williams will make up the 3rd and final row. 5 of the 8 come from the Black Diamond Motorsports stable. Just waiting on one driver, and I'm not even sure who it is. Mason Hannigan? The Little Hurricane. Not out there. So Hannigan's scheduled to start on the pole. It looks like they're going to go without him, so he will be credited with a 6th place finish, and he will start there in the feature tonight. The green flag is in the air. Pole dash for 6 laps. Nathan Davis moved up on the inside road of the pole. He grabs the lead. Scheidt, Royer, Semmelman, Williams. 3 and 4 for the first time, and there was a slide job from Trevor Royer. And here comes his teammate Scheidt back, leaves him room on the top. Semmelman's going to use that. He's going to try to get 2 for 1 this lap. It's the 18 car. Goes to the middle. He's not going to get there, but he may get Scheidt at the line. Still Davis. Then Royer and Semmelman, Scheidt side by side. They're halfway home. 3 down, 3 to go. Good side-by-side battle between Scheidt and Semmelman. Now Scheidt gets the better of it. It'll be between Semmelman and Williams. 2 laps to go this time by. Davis having his way out in front. But Royer closing in as they get ready to come to the white flag. One more time around, and the slider, it didn't quite work. Davis is there. We'll see if it happens again. This should be our checkered flag. As Trevor Royer, big long slider, gets out in front. Royer wins the dash. Davis second. Scheidt, Williams, and Semmelman. So the field is set. Guys will have just a few seconds here to get things in order, get ready to go. We will wait for race control to do that. While we're waiting, let's pay a couple of bills. All right, bills are paid. Big thank you to all of the sponsors. The drivers about ready to advance. Get ready for tonight's 30-lap feature. All right, they'll start to grid out here on the front stretch for us. We will jump down here and show you tonight's starting lineup. We know the front row. Trevor Royer and Nathan Davis Ryan Scheidt and Ernie Williams in row 2, and then Austin Semmelman, Mason Hannigan will make up the third row. Rows 4 on back, Zach Dykstra. Next to Brandon Voiles, that is row number 4. Your fifth row, Dakota Kuhn and Ryan Washok. Row 6, Lane Snook inside, Garrett Boyd outside. The seventh row, Casey Miller on the inside, Alex Rzinski on the outside. And then it's Nathan Krapacheski on the inside of row number 8 next to J.P. Scheider. Your ninth row, Jeff Stewart and Brett Strickler side by side. Then Zach Rounds and Tim Alton in a row number 10. And your 11th and final row, Buddy Ware and Zach Krieger. So Zach makes it to the show tonight. Drivers will rearrange after the pole dash. Couple of pace laps. They'll drop the green flag, give everybody a chance to make sure everything is in order. Get any indiscretions and discrepancies cleared up. And then at the end of the first lap of official green flag racing, the pole sitter will start the race after that. Caution laps do not count. We'll get 30 green flag laps in. We're going to the top 3 when we get to the end of the night. Round number 3, season number 18. 4.5 years of racing at Dirt Slingers. 360 sprint cars with their fixed setup series. Started on Thursdays, moved it to Mondays. A lot going on. Don't forget about next Monday night. 410 series back in action. The Jason Johnson Memorial, the 4th annual. Have Bobby Johnson and Bob Baker. Bobby Johnson, Jason Johnson Racing. Bob Baker from the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame, the executive director, will be on live in the pre-race and during the practice and warm-up sessions. Working on another special guest. We'll find out more by Tuesday or Wednesday and announce that. But big event, especially when we can get Jason Johnson Racing in behind us to support this deal. But right now, it is time for the Thunder and the Lightning 360 Wing Sprint Cars Dirt Slingers. Monday Night Thunder is underway from Charlotte. 30-lap A main. Trevor Royer to the front. Nathan Davis slides in behind there. 3 wide for third. Semmelman, Scheidt, and Williams. Oh, Wesker's up on the top, and he is going to rip the lip all night long, I can promise you. He is going to keep the 91 car high, wide. And I don't know about Handsome. I've seen his picture, so I'm not sure about that. But he's going to stay up there and see if he can keep it running around the top, keep some momentum, make it another BDM 1-2-3. They did it last week at I-55. They're going to see if they can do it again. Here comes his teammate, Mason Hannigan, the little Hurricane. He picked up the win last week, and he's already up to 4th. He has gotten around just about everybody. Semmelman is 5th. Dykstra is 6th. Make the pole dash, guys, starting to back. Tiny Dancer, if you were here, we might have thought about that. I'm going to go take a look here. Alex Rzinski. Alex Rzinski. The 23, that's the blue car with the yellow numbers. We're going to see what happens to Alex. Ooh, found Washok. Got Washok turned around. That is a big pile up. Lots of cars in that one. So we'll see where that ends up. So Ryan Washuk's car off track to the infield. 77 machine will not be finishing this one. Unfortunately, bad luck for him. So Royer, Davis, Williams, Hannigan, Semmelman, the top 5. Dykstra, Scheidt, Voiles, Scherzinski, and Kuhn remaining in the top 10. Should get the lights off on the pace truck this time. We do. That man right there, Trevor Royer, multi-time champion of the series. Out in front. Last season, the driver in 4th place picked up the title, Little Hurricane Mason Hannigan. That was front 4. I think the only driver that doesn't have a series championship at DSRL is the driver of the 91. All the others have multiples. Black Diamond Motorsports, a staple here at DSRL. The green flag back in the air. Royer got another great start. Looks like Hannigan's going to go after his teammate quickly. He goes to the bottom of 1 and 2, pulls alongside Whiskers. Whiskers, I told you he's going to stay on the top side the entire time and try to keep that 91 wound up, and he's doing exactly that. Not getting a lot of bite out of turn number 2, it doesn't look like. And this time Hannigan's going to come up, shut the door, and he is going to put the 1 car right in line with the teammates. Williams ain't having none of that. Going to go right back after him. Brought it about 3/4 of the way up the track and tried to shut off that crossover. All that did was open things up and let Semmelman get alongside. So now Ernie Williams dealing with Austin Semmelman. Semmelman staying locked in on the bottom. Caution behind, as I think Krepacheski and Garrett Boyd, in this one. The white car with the blue numbers and the purple and white car. Looking like maybe they're going to come together in a 3-wide sandwich. That was just 2 drivers trying to occupy the same piece of real estate. I'm not sure either one knew the other was going to be there. So 22 laps remaining, just about 10 laps into this thing. Are you talking about next Monday, Tim? I just now saw that. So we get back through it. It's still Royer, Davis, Hannigan, Semmelman, Williams. Then Dykstra, Scheit, Kuhn, Snook, and Voiles. Brandon Voiles. A 22 car. The black car with the powderish blue out there. J.J. Schilling. Pocket full of change in the house. I see him in the chat. All right, lights off on the pace truck. That means we are going green out of turn number 4 next time. 21 laps still on the board. 10 down. Hope everybody's enjoying the show. Don't forget on Facebook, come by the Dirt Racing Network page. Like, share, and follow. If you're over on YouTube, Twitch, or Trovo, hit that subscribe button. You know, every time we go live. Out of 4, just waiting for Trevor Royer. Get on the throttle. He does it. His teammate gives him about 3 car lengths right there. Here comes Semmelman. Put his nose on the inside of Mason Hannigan down into 1 and 2, and Hannigan slammed the door. Going to try to hang on to 3rd. He's going to go for 2nd around his teammate. Didn't get it there. And now Semmelman going to try to go to the top side and see if he can use the momentum line to get around Mason Hannigan. Hannigan, the winner last week, gets around Davis as Davis bumped the right rear into the outside fence in the middle of 3 and 4. Opened up the door for Hannigan and for Semmelman. So we have caution once again. This time it looks like maybe Casey Miller having a problem. That's the 05 car, and I'm not sure what happened to him. But he is backwards, and it looks like the entire suspension on the rear end is knocked out of the 05 car. We came in a little late on that right there. So Miller will take a very broken 05 machine. Okay, Schilling, now I get it. No change in our top 5. Actually, there was. Hannigan got around Davis. Semmelman did not get scored at the line in front of him, so he'll have to move back to the 4th position. Williams still 5th. That's going to move Dykstra to 6th, Scheit to 7th, Kuhn to 8th, Snook to 9th, and Strickler. Brett Strickler now inside of the top 10, the 38 car. He came out of the B and he started pretty deep in that B main, and he is now inside the top 10 in the feature. So with 19 still to go, long ways to go. Drivers looking to just get a little bit of racing room, get a few laps in. This thing might start to stretch out. The pace truck made its way to the infield. That means we are going again. 18 laps. Correction on the lap count. 18 laps to go. Royer from the top side on the throttle. Single file for our drivers all the way back till they get across that start-finish line. They do just that. Taking a look at Alex Jasinski in 13th real quick. She's got Zach Rounds alongside, and Rounds going to take the spot away easily. Hannigan now starting to work his teammate over. As they'll head down the backstretch. Hannigan took a peek in 3 and 4, and I think that just talked Royer into stepping on the pedal a little harder. This time slider from Semmelman. He goes around Davis, getting into 3 and 4, covers the entry in 1 and 2. Now he's going to the top. He's got all kinds of company. Davis is there. Williams is there. Davis goes back to the podium. Now Semmelman going to go right back at it down here in 1 and 2. He's going to keep it locked in on the bottom. A little run up the hill leaves enough space. Now the slider down in 3 and 4. And he has the spot as Davis wiggles. Coming out of turn 4. Semmelman now up to 3rd. Davis back to 4th. Williams still 5th. Scheidt working the top side on Dykstra, and he's going to take 6th away. Go back to the front. Royer and Hannigan just about 3/10, a little over the separation. When Hannigan working on trying to make it 2 in a row. Lap car in front of them. That's going to be Straczynski in the 23. He takes it to the infield. His night will be done. We'll leave 18 cars still on the track. Zach Krieger and J.P. Scheider at the back of that group. Let's go back and see Semmelman now starting to get away from Davis. Things starting to stretch out. Dykstra and Scheidt still going at it side by side. Dykstra off the bottom, got a great run. He'll pull up into the 6th spot around Scheidt. So the bottom looks like it's starting to become somewhere to be as all the marbles are getting pushed up in the middle. I bet somebody tries the middle pretty soon, finds out there's just a little bit of grip down there in 1 and 2, and we see somebody make a great pass right about here. Out in front, 0.8 of a second. Trevor Royer starting to get into lap traffic with 8 laps to go, and he is putting a big gap on Mason Hannigan. Austin Semmelman about half a second over 4th place. He sits in 3rd. Davis still trying to run him down. Looks like things are going to get single filed out here. You're either going to be right against the wall or you're going to be right against the tires on the inside. That time Hannigan bumps the fence in 1 and 2, loses 0.2 of a second. Go on board with a little Hurricane in here. Just how tough it is to run the ragged edge of that thin cushion right at the top of this place. Really working that throttle through the corners, especially on that late exit. Oh, gets the right rear end of the fence. Semmelman's going to close in. Excuse me, not quite close enough as he's moved to the middle. So Semmelman trying that middle, didn't work out for him. He lost some space. Ernie Williams gets around Nathan Davis, move the 91 car up into 4th, and old Whiskers trying to make a run at a podium here. BDM 1, BDM 2, but not 3, and they did it last week. Would love to repeat that, I'm sure, and Williams has got some work in front of him. Coming around to the 2 to go mark, it is all Trevor Royer. 1 1/4 seconds, 1.3 that time at the line. Semmelman's gone back to the bottom, and he's got about a second over these guys. He's probably going to come home 3rd tonight if he can hang on to it, but the white flag is in the air. Final time around. Trevor Royer on cruise control. He'll come out of turn number 4. And the 90 car back to victory lane. Monday Night Thunder, DSRL at Charlotte. Mason Hannigan, Austin Semmelman rounding out that top 3. We'll get all 3 drivers around here on the front stretch.
User disconnected from your channel.
And we'll chat with them real quick. So we are going to wait just a second. Let's see if Semmelman is still here. We will not be talking to third place tonight. Austin Semmelman not hanging around, going to take off. So let's see if we can find Mr. Hannigan, Mason Hannigan.
User was
Mason Hannigan, you got a copy. Mason. Yeah. Hey, there he is. Don't be falling asleep behind the wheel, man. It looked like you did that anyway. You only came home second tonight. What happened?
Yeah, it's all right. We're good. Hey, if I didn't win, as long as the teammate won, we're all right. Nothing to stress about.
Well, not 1, 2, 3 this week like last week, and some reversing of the order there. But you start 6th in the A main, missing the pole dash. Didn't take you long to get up there. Just didn't look like you had quite enough speed to catch your teammate.
Trevor was good, so it didn't really, nothing shocked me there. So I was just like, if we can get to second or third there, I'll be all right with it. Just trying to click off consistent nights, I guess. And no, we were good, and then I just couldn't run the top anymore. It was just too choppy, and I just couldn't get through it. And Trevor could get through it a lot better than I could. So I was kind of shocked that the bottom really didn't come in or anything. So it just kind of it was surprising to say the least, because I figured it was going to come in before long, and it never did. So that's all right. We'll take a second. I ain't mad about it, especially when a teammate wins. So and just move on to the next week.
Yeah, a lot of good racing out there. Like you said, the bottom looked like maybe it started to try to come in because some guys were doing some stuff in 1 and 2. But you guys usually count on that coming in, and when it doesn't, it just kind of makes it difficult to find anything, doesn't it?
Yeah, for sure. I think in the heat race, there's around the bottom. You could run the bottom and the top, and then I don't really know. It was there in the feature, but it just the top was just too dominant, too fast. So I think that's just a part of Charlotte. So hopefully, I don't even know where we're at in 2 weeks, because I know we have next week off for the Johnson Memorial. So.
Well, I was getting ready to talk to you about that, actually. You are registered for next Monday, right?
No.
Well, you should be, because it's going to be a good deal. You know how we do. This is the 4th annual. You know what? I don't know, and I don't have the list right in front of me right now. Got a few. But then the week after that is not a Monday night race. It's the 4th of July falls in. But Tuesday, Wednesday, Sprints for Freedom. We go to USA like we always do.
Gotcha.
So that's where we're going to be, man. I know you got some shout-outs before we let you get out of here now that you know what's what. And we'll let you do that, and then we'll look forward to seeing you next Monday night.
Yeah, Black Diamond Motorsports for sure. Can't thank them boys enough. Sims, UDTV, Fads, Eyewear, Velocity Races Ons. I can't thank all them guys enough, and I can't thank you for putting the league on, and all the sponsors that help out with DSRL. So, yeah, hopefully we'll be racing next week and the week after that, and go from there.
All right, man. Well, thanks for chatting with us, and we'll look forward to seeing you next Monday night at the JJ Memorial.
Yep. Thank you.
Your second place driver, Mason Hannigan, now. Been a little bit since I've talked to this guy in Victory Lane, but a multi-time champion of the series. He's in Victory Lane at Charlotte tonight. Trevor Royer, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing great, Roger.
Well, man, you made the 90 car look good tonight. It was up there running right around the top and getting away from everybody. How'd it feel?
Yes, sir. I made a couple mistakes, but overall, pretty uneventful feature for me, which when you're up front, that's not a bad thing. So definitely take that. I was peeking down at my relative to just see if Mason was catching on me, and I ended up pulling on him the last couple laps. So I kind of took it easy, just made sure I didn't make any mistakes like those last 5 laps, just to make sure I didn't ruin it.
Well, an awesome run, and you're going to put it on top of the podium tonight. Some momentum for you as we take a week off and we go to the 410s next week. And I know we're going to see the 90 car for that, right?
What day is that?
Monday. We're
What's
taking the 27th.
I'll be at the beach, so I'm going to miss that, unfortunately.
Well, that is sad, but the next week you'll be here for the 5th and 6th.
No, actually, you know what? This Monday I'll be all right. It's the Sprints for Freedom I'm going to miss, unfortunately.
Okay, so you'll be here for the JJ, but not for the S4F.
Yes.
Well, that's okay. I know you guys always enjoy that, and it'll be a shame not to see the 90 car out there. But little momentum here as you're going to head into changing, going to the bigger motor, same car, bigger motor. You're going to go to a completely different track. What do you think that's picking up a win tonight's going to do for the confidence going into next week?
I mean, confidence has already been pretty high, like 2 seconds in a win now for the start of the year. Definitely wasn't expecting them to be running that good. We'll see what happens when I get a bad pill draw one night, see if I can still manage those results. It's going to be tough, but going to the 410 in Knoxville, I'm okay there. I wouldn't say it's one of my better tracks, but I'm going to show up and give it my best and see if we can at least get a top 5 out of that. I know Mason's pretty good there, and there's a couple other guys that really know how to get around that place pretty good. So we'll see how it goes. Just looking forward to get this season rolling some more. I'm enjoying this league so far this season, and hopefully my luck stays in the right direction and I keep enjoying it.
Well, speaking of luck, real quick before we let you get to your shout-outs, Black Diamond Motorsports on the pole for all 3 heat races. What was the team chatter like? Because that's the first time I think that's happened in a long time.
Oh yeah, we couldn't believe it. We joke around every week about how we're going to be like 5th and back in the redraw for the heats, and we all ended up like, I think Mason was the furthest back. He started 5th, and he still managed to get in the dash. So we were all laughing about it. It was pretty funny.
Well, pretty fun night for you guys over there, BDM. I know you got some shout-outs and some thank yous, and then we'll let you get out of here and celebrate, buddy.
My team, Black Diamond Motorsports, Drew Neal, One Nine Designs, Tim Sims, Dirt Track Simulators, Ultimate Dirt TV, just everybody that supports our team, supports DSRL, Dirt Racing Network. You guys do a great job. Roger, always top-notch league to run in. I always enjoy running for you. So, other than that, hope it was a good show throughout the night and everybody enjoyed.
All right, man. Well, thanks for chatting with us. Congrats on the win, and I look forward to seeing you next Monday night.
Yep. Also, congrats to Mason on 2nd and Austin on 3rd. I almost forgot to mention that, but thank you guys. See y'all next week.
Trevor Royer, your winner tonight. Let's get a look at the final results. Well, that's odd, but there we go. Trevor Royer wins it. Mason Hannigan 2nd, Austin Selman 3rd. Williams was 4th, Davis 5th. Good run tonight for the BDM guys. 4 out of the top 5. Zach Dykstra in 6th. Lane Snook 7th. Brett Strickler, in a rare appearance from Brett, finishes inside the top 10 in 8th. Ryan Scheidt 9th. Dakota Kuhn 10th. Tim Alton 11th. Zach Rounds 12th. 13th to Brandon Voiles. Jeff Stewart 14th. 15th, Garrett Boyd. Buddy Ware in 16th. Zach Krieger 17th. JP Scheider 18th. 19th went to Nathan Krapacheski in his return. Alex Straczynski 20th. Bad night for Alex. Had to cut it short about 13 laps from the end, but we'll see him again next week. Casey Miller 21st, and Ryan Washuk, the early exit this evening. He finishes in 22nd. So another great night of racing. DSRL. You guys always put on a great show. 360s are off next week. 4th annual Jason Johnson Memorial. Going to have Bobby Johnson of Jason Johnson Racing on with us. She has been a big supporter of this for the last 4 years. We are so happy to keep her supporting us, and she's going to come on live, talk a little bit in the pre-race show. she is hoping that she can get her driver, Carson Macedo, to join us. So that would be pretty amazing if we can get Carson on to at least chat with us. And then the executive director of the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame in Knoxville, Iowa, Bob Baker, will be on to talk all things related to the museum, what's upcoming at the track. Knoxville Nationals this year, they've got a big giveaway again where you can buy tickets to win. I believe it's a sprint car again this year. So we'll let Bob talk about those things. It's always a pleasure to have him on. I get to see him a couple of times a year, and he is fun to talk to, whether it's in person or right here as an interviewer. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Make sure you tune in for that. The following week, Sprints for Freedom will be on Tuesday and Wednesday that week, July the 5th and 6th. But the 360 Sprint Cars will be back in action. Points night for these guys right here for Monday Night Thunder, DSRL. But a special event, 2 nights. They'll score their points for their league races, but then they will also score those points separately for a Sprints for Freedom champion. This is the 6th year for the S4F. And it was our first big event here. It was a big deal then. Sure to be another big deal this season. So make sure that you tune in for that. But for Zach Krieger, Dominic Santini, and myself here at the Dirt Racing Network, we know you can watch this stuff anywhere you choose to watch it with us. We greatly, greatly appreciate your attention. We hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to register. Racer Supply. Go download the app. Make sure that you pop into the notes that you heard it on the Dirt Racing Network. When we get the confirmations back, we'll put everybody in for a drawing. Got some Racers swag we're going to give away at the S4F event, and then again at the end of July. We're going to do this as a monthly thing. As many entries as we can accumulate. You can only win once, but as many registrations as we can accumulate. And go get that app at the Android store or the Apple store. Make sure you install it. Make sure that you register it with your name so that they know who you are, so we can confirm the entries. We'll give something away once a month. This time it's going to be for June at the Sprints for Freedom event, July 5th and 6th. So you got a couple of weeks to get the app downloaded and installed. We will remind everybody every Monday night until then. So do that. We appreciate you guys tuning in again. Thank you very much. And until we see you the next time,